Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of the WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I know it's at the beginning of the video, but still, it helps me a lot, guys. If I see you are interested in my the work I'm doing here. So today we're gonna talk about Lycan. It was an event tank, the uprising mode, premium tier 7 heavy tank, which is really nice. In my opinion, it's a bit OP, not as broken as the Helsing or Drak, but it's a bit OP in my opinion. It's really has great armor, great frontal armor. It has that pike nose, 400 alpha damage per shot, 10 degrees of gun depression, which makes it even better. So if you get into the front, into behind some kind of pile of rocks, you can simply hide your lower plate, direct your pike nose into the enemy, and simply move forward and backward to make it even stronger to get. And even if you pull up that ridge, that pile, you can still get your gun down because you have 10 degrees of gun depression, which for me is really phenomenal because it's kind of a blend between the IS-3 and the T-29. It's a great hold-on tank, but in the same time, it's a great tank to be just frontline in it. You can push directly into enemies and still your armor will most likely just bounce shots, especially from the mats, but not that many of TDs, but still I bounced the SU-152s, ISU-152s in it, so yeah, it's possible. It has nice rounds, 400 alpha damage per shot, a lot of spaced armors. You can see those vents on the back, on the deck. They are considered space armor. On the front, on the mantlet, you have this plate, which is also considered as space armor, which is really great. And the Lycan was not everyone got it, of course, because you had to pay like about $10 to get it, to get this how was it called, cipher, I think, just to buy it, to get extra 30 pages of the book. But if you got it, it's really great, and even without this camo, it's really looking nice. It has those scars on the turret on this side, and as you can see on this side there's one more, but without this camo, it's looking even better. You can see them even better, and it's like very black armor. Also does the great job here. But let's just, not to prolong this, just let's go straight to the consumables, to the bit of stats, because this tank is not a tech tree. You can't really get it. It's not anywhere. You can only see it in this pages like the Blitzhanger or the blitzstars.com, or when you compare the tanks. So we're gonna go straight through that, and we're gonna go straight to the gameplay. So enjoy, subscribe, like, and thank you all for watching, guys. Okay, so statistic wise, it's similar to the Lupus. It really reminds me of Lupus. I have them both and I play them both, and yeah, it's quite similar tank. 1300 hit points. As you can see, you have 120 armor on the front of the turret, 80 on sides. Not so much, you can say, but you have also a bit of spaced armor on your gun mantlet, and you have the gun mantlet, so it's pretty much not that easy to penetrate this turret, especially when you move like back and forth and wiggle a bit. The frontal armor is 100, but it's a pike nose, so if you face it directly frontally to your enemy, it can bounce a lot, same as IS-3, IS-5, and so on, which is really nice. 80 on sides, so that means you can side scrape a bit, but you have a weak point on the front of your side armor, so you can get penetrated there, but only by those guns who are quite accurate. Otherwise, it's quite small weak spot, so it's quite hard to um, aim at it. So view range 271.2, not great, but it's a heavy tank, so you won't expect. And as you can see, the camo is quite nice. 29 while stationary, 24 while moving, and 7 upon firing. And it has 120 2mm gun, so yeah, it's more or less not that stealthy when it shoots. But DPM isn't great. I'm using calibrated shells to get my penetration values a bit up. So 1767 isn't great, but it's enough in my opinion, because the alpha makes for it, and it's reliably fast, so you can just go around the battlefield, and while you're reloading and just reposition yourself. Reload time is almost 40 seconds, 13.58. If you're gonna use gun rammer, it's gonna be shorter, but the base penetration isn't great without the calibrated shells. It's 175, like same as the higher tier heavies, and let's say the Russian heavies, but it's a tier 7, so if you're facing tier 6 and tier 7s, you can easily go with the gun rammer. But if you're facing tier 8s, it's better to have calibrated shells and those extra penetration to just be to make the tank more reliable, because you have very long reload, and it's great if you make every shot count simply because of your long reload. So APCR 231 and HE 68, which is really great. So I'm advising you to put some HE on this tank, because it can penetrate quite easily sides of the mediums, backs of the heavies, especially the American heavies, and it's quite reliable, and it's over 500 alpha, as you can see, 515 on HE, which is really great. You will see some shots of HE into some squishy targets during the video, while we're gonna go to the gameplay. But stay still. 400 average on AP, 340 on APCR, and 515 on HE. Aiming time is 5.3, which is not great. Dispersion 0.417, so typical Russian. But here's the best part. So elevation is 20, but depression is 10 degrees. So yes, it's a great hull down tank. And even if you just simply gonna hide this lower plate, you will be really fine. And if you just going up and down against that hill, you make it the upper armor really steep, so it's even tougher to penetrate. So average speed is 29, as you can see. Top speed is 35 forwards and 15 on reverse. So it's quite mobile tank, same as the IS series, the Russian tanks. It's pretty much similar to them. Power to weight ratio is 15.9, weight 46.29. So you can just simply just face hug some tanks, and they won't be able to shoot your lower plate, which gives you makes you really hard target to penetrate. Hull traverse speed is nice, 38.76. Turret traverse speed also quite nice for a heavy tank, 37.17. Okay, so now we're gonna go straight to the consumables. Typical standard, as I usually say, multi-purpose restoration pack, repair kit, and adrenaline. For provisions, I'm using field rations, tinned food, and improved fuel, just to make the skills of the crew the best I can, and the speed the best I can really get. For ammunition, I'm packing 30 of AP, 10 of APCR just in case, and 10 of HE, simply because the pen is nice, and the damage, as you can see, it's from 386 up to 644 if you full roll on the HE. So great values for especially it's a heavy tank, it's not a tank destroyer, so this alpha makes it really great. As for equipment, as I told you, I'm using calibrated shells to make those pen stats a bit better. I'm using a chance gun lane drive because of the aiming time and also the vertical stabilizer from the same reason. Improved modules, it's a frontline tank. Enhanced armor, yes, because it has strong armor, and if you can make it even stronger, that's way to go. Improved optics, of course, and improved control to get this hot over speed a bit better. If you want to unlock those last two, I would suggest the toolbox. It's a frontline tank, so still it's gonna be faster in repairs. And it depends. If you're using adrenaline, high-end consumables. If you're not using adrenalines, then consumable delivery system. Okay, so it's time for the gameplay now. As you can see, we're on Normandy. I'm top tier here, which is really great for this tank. And I'm gonna just push, let's say, the left middle side because there's a nice ridge in front of me, which gives me protection to, especially to my lower plate. I can spot some tanks and at the same time I can simply do some nice damage here. The enemies help me a bit in this game. You can see there's a WZ131 GFT, which received a nice roll, and he's still sitting there. Have no idea what he was thinking about. He couldn't even get me because of the gun repression. It was just a shot of opportunity because he was backing up. I couldn't see any targets I can just simply shoot at. And I decided just, if all of them are here, so I'm just gonna push on this WZ, which wasn't really, I think it wasn't a great player because otherwise he would move soon, earlier. So we're not just pushing him, we're saving our shot for another target, just simply ramming. We are heavy enough to just get the squishy targets off. Now you can see the aim time. Aim time isn't great. It aims for quite a long time. So it's better to stay close to your enemies. As you can see, we are reloading and relocating at the same time. This KV-1S isn't interested, and we're gonna finish him off for our second kill. And now it's only two enemies left. One of them is IS, and there's one TD, which is the Sturmil. And as you can see, I told you that, oh, he's gonna be a tricky shot in there. Yay, thank you. A bit high roll, not the best, but over the average a bit, which gave me opportunity to just finish him for a third kill. And now we're just pushing on the Sturmil. As you can see, his full hit points. We are loading HE, as you can see, and as soon as we're gonna pop off this ridge over here, we're gonna see his sideways. And here's when the gun depression is really nice. Look how deep I am, and we're gonna simply penetrate him for 502. We're able to shoot him, which is great. We took half of his hit points, and now we're gonna try to angle, but our team just bulldog just rams him, put him sideways, and just it's finished. But still, we did 3 kills, quite a bit of damage, 2,285. It's an average game, third class, as you can see. Still top damage in the team, 866 base XP. Although those games are pretty much average, because I don't want to just cherry pick the best. These are average games, more or less. Of course, you can do better, you can do a bit worse, but still, it's more or less an average damage I have in this tank. In this game, we are tuning is a supremacy on Yamato Harbor. I'm gonna just push B because I'm a heavy, you know, it's with 3 heavies against 2. Most likely they're gonna push on C, not the A cap, because we have an advantage there. So I'm just gonna try to cap B, and at the same time spot some targets. We spotted the J Panther already, and we have a nice side shots on the mediums here. If it's possible to just use them, we're gonna do it. But I'm tuning here with my clanmate, and we are just pushing it's Michael Ogi, Michał Ogi, he's a Polish guy. Same as me, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, or you haven't noticed, it was a nice snapshot here. I had really I wasn't thinking that it's gonna pan, but and it's gonna hit, but yeah, it hit it. And now we can see they are all pushing the C-cap. The AMX tries to go around. I will try to snapshot him again, but unfortunately we're gonna miss. But look, yeah, it wasn't the greatest shot, but worth trying, because if we gotta hit him, it's gonna remove like half of his hit points, which is really great. Now I just see that my teammate is pushing on the J Panther, and there's a KV-1S just trying to get him, so we're gonna push on the KV-1S, hit him once, our teammate hits him twice, we're gonna track him and simply gonna finish the reload and just finish him off for our first kill. And now it's 5 on 5, so it's pretty even. A and B caps are ours. There's some of the guys from our team just on the B cap. As you can see, they're just blocking Red's chance to get the B cap. But now it's 4 against 4. We're winning on supremacy points because I kept B, and some guy from our team just kept A, and now just they trying to cap B. Unfortunately, we got hit from the Comet, but we put one in, so it was a bit nice hit point rate, and we were on full health, so it's not a problem. I just decided to just help my amigo here, just to push on this IS, but as I remember, they're gonna clear him before I go there. We're gonna find out in a sec, because I don't really remember. Oh yeah, we're gonna try to get some shots on this P43, and as you can see, he was bouncing me. Sorry, he's a bottom tier, so or he's a even tier. Yeah, it's a TER, so yeah, so it's an even tier. We're gonna just clear this Comet here for our second kill, and as you can see, we can quite reliably bounce the Panzer IVS. I don't want to push on this Panzer IVS. I just want to clear this P43 TER, which we're gonna most likely be able to. Yeah, and our teammate finishes him off, and it's 2 against 3. So now it's just simply time to clear some guns. I'm gonna push on this, on this Panzer IVS, and just clear him before proceeding to the IS. IS has a pretty long reload. So I wasn't concerned and that he gonna just get me, because I can stand the shot. But as you can see, we won on hit on cap points. So only 3 kills, 2000 damage, bit more almost, and 911 XP. And the last game is me on supremacy game on Himmelsdorf. All the team decided, most of the team decided to push A. We had an advantage on D, so I decided to push on D. There's a KV3 with me who wasn't really a good player, and he won't do much, but well, at least he just been here, so if we are hit point trading, I can use him simply to get some damage off me. And here's a tricky shot. There's a little bit of chance. Yes, it goes straight in. So we're capping base D. As you can see, our team managed to cap A, so it's all well and good. Reds have only capped C, and now we're gonna push forward just for this VK. There's an ARL here, and I didn't want the ARL to get the shots, like get the damage on him, so I simply tried to cover him with my stronger armor, but well, he was moving like quite difficult for me to do anything, but we managed to pull this shot. He was able to shoot, so everything's nice. We haven't blocked each other, so it's okay. As KV3, as you can see, is not doing a great job. He's just blocking my way all the time. He doesn't have the gun, he doesn't have the speed, so and it's 4 against 3, so it's nice to just clear some targets. Good for us. We managed to put one into the Type 58, and now we're just gonna try to don't get shot at. And here's another tricky shot over here. Will it go? Will it go? Yes. Will it go in? Yes, it will. So now it's 3 against 3. We have Helsing down there, which is the biggest concern for me. P54 TER. We're gonna clear him in this shot. We can quite reliably, as you can see, bounce, and we're gonna bounce 2 of the Helsing shots, as I remember correctly. We're gonna face him forward, yeah, and we just get one on tracks and the other one probably on the upper plate of our hull. Now we're gonna simply just push on him. He's on the reload. 1 shot, nice, cleared. We're on full hit points. I don't know why I hesitated here. It's an ARL only. But I'm only already on 4 kills, and I really want to make the next kill. So I'm loading APCR, get him, put him in down to a 1 shot, and now typical. I just gonna push and clear him for our 5th kill. I'm saying negative to the KV3, but he really doesn't doesn't respond to anything. So, but I'm faster than him, so I'm gonna just push. Clear him for our 5th kill. So 2,302 damage, bounced 625, not bad at all. Did 5 kills, and as I remember correctly, we end up with the 2nd class, as you can see. So we got the 2nd class mastery, the Top Gun, Radley Walters medal, and the Reaper for killing those 3 with the 1 shot. Did a nice bunch of credits, 1,040 base XP. almost 72,000 credits, which is really nice. And that's all for this episode, guys. So thank you for watching. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.